What's going on YouTube? Let's talk about the conflict of interest theory of the business. This is where you're flirting with the enemy. It means there's somebody at the business that has pissed off enough of the business that they don't like them, or somebody or something, and somebody in that business is still backing it up. So it's kind of like the Saudis that pretend to be buddies with the United States, and then they stab the U.S. in the back with 9/11 and weird stuff like that. You know, they go out there and stab the U.S. in the back by supporting ISIS on secretive levels. So you understand that the conflict of interest is where you got 10 guys in this business, and one or two of them are still dealing with somebody who's an enemy to the practice, or an enemy of the business, or a competitor. So the conflicts of interest mean that somebody is maybe sleeping with somebody on a different business or on their side. They're basically, not sleeping with the person on the business, but they're basically on the side completely, like allied with the business. It's enemies of the business and wants to destroy the business. Like, they're not just sleeping with somebody from an enemy competitive business. They are basically on the side of the enemy competitive business over the regular business. They have this conflict that the business is interested in because it puts them in a conflict with the other workers and the other people in the business cycle. And so as a result, the business ends up becoming owned by people potentially that are not loyal to it, because this person could bring their ideas to other people, and then it could start to get the business, so people are less interested in supporting the practices, and they are less interested in supporting the good practices of the business because the conflict of interest gets in there and destroys the sanctity, and more importantly, destroys the business as a whole, where you have people that are not out there for the business and what's good for the business, and they may not represent it well, they may cut corners, and so the conflict of interest creates a lot of problems here. Or you have somebody that is flirting with the enemy, or they're on the other side than the business. So, hope this video helps.